Yo, what's up guys? What is going on? Zach or Immortal here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by once again as always. Today guys, we're diving back into the world of Call of Duty World War II to talk about something that's, well, a little unfortunate in all honesty. It's unfortunate that it's being talked about this early on into the lifespan of World War II. And as I'm sure you guys can tell by the title, this topic is what happened to World War II? What the hell happened to Call of Duty World War II. I don't know if you guys have noticed as much as I have and as much as some other people have, but I'd say over the course of the last month and a half or so, this game has drastically fallen off. The hype levels, they hit a plateau and then they just snowballed downhill from there. The first month or two of this game, they were a nice high because the game was so hyped up. The game was so exciting to play. It was boots on the ground. Call of Duty was back to its roots, back to its core mechanics, boots on the ground gameplay. This game was so hyped up prior to launch. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was so excited about it. The game released, yeah, it had some issues that it probably shouldn't have had. People got over that though. When people were able to play the game, they were having a blast. Everyone was loving it. Obviously, it's Call of Duty. There's going to be ups and downs, but for the most part, this game was super well received. Like I said, for the first month or two. And then it really started to go downhill there, especially as of lately. And I've seen people that I follow on Twitter that are big into the Call of Duty community, people that are very, very impactful in the COD scene. They're talking about how dead this game is, how much this game has fallen off, how much the lack of support for this game is just killing it. I've seen people talking down World War II so much recently. I want to talk about why did that happen? How did this happen to World War II? Why has World War II become a quote-unquote dead Call of Duty? I think part of that has to do with other games being so popular right now, i.e. Fortnite, Battle Royale games in general, I guess. There's a lot of other fun video games out right now, don't get me wrong, but it's not like that's never happened before in Call of Duty history. You know, you've had massive titles in the past been released right around the same time a Call of Duty was released. That Call of Duty was still massive, and people loved it, and people played it, and I feel like this year it's different. Which is unfortunate because of how hyped this game was, you know? The pre-order sales for this, the overall sales for this game, they were massive, they were huge. Everyone was so excited about a boots on the ground Call of Duty, so why is it that, you know, only a few months into the lifespan, we're only in February for Christ's sake. The game is already being considered a dead Call of Duty by people who are heavily involved with the COD scene. Like, why is that happening? And I think a lot of it has to do with Sledgehammer and the way they're approaching this game. I definitely feel like it's a different approach. I'm not 100% sure if it's working out for them, unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, I'm playing World War II on an almost daily basis here, whether I'm streaming it or playing it off stream, grinding stuff out, and for the most part, I have a fun time in this game, but there's definitely issues that I feel like a AAA title, especially in a franchise like Call of Duty, they just shouldn't be there. These issues shouldn't be a thing in a game this popular and this big. Especially with a franchise like Call of Duty, like I just said. This is one of the biggest gaming franchises in history, yet it's got issues that you see games that have little to no support from like indie devs almost. You don't have them running into issues like this. So it's like, why is it that this game is falling off so hard? Why is it that the player base is depleting so quickly? Why is this considered a dead Call of Duty? I think it's a lot because of how Sledgehammer is approaching the support. For instance, I don't know, this might not be seen as an issue to some people. For me, it's alarming in a sense. Michael Condrey, one of the lead developers on this game, hasn't tweeted in almost a month. His last tweet was January 27th. It's currently February 19th at the time of recording this video. So like, a lead dev not really communicating to a sea of active players, whether it's via questions, answers, updates, things of that nature. He's silent. He's gone dark on Twitter for a little bit. He was posting on Reddit along with the Sledgehammer account. They were posting pretty actively on the World War II subreddit. They still are here and there. But it was like 2 weeks, it was like every day there was a new update coming out. They were like, hey, we're working on this. Hey, this is coming soon. Don't forget, we got this dropping tomorrow. There was like a solid 2 weeks where every single day they were active on the Reddit. We were getting community updates. It felt awesome. The support was definitely there. And then it's like we got used to seeing these updates and they became more rare and more rare and more rare. And now they're not as frequent. So it's like, well, are you going to be consistent with these updates, with the fan interaction, with the community interaction, or is it going to be, hey, we're going to be really active for 2 weeks and then go dark for a month, and then be really active for a week and a half, and then we'll see you in another 2 weeks. So like, the inconsistencies with the support on this game is kind of kind of disheartening as a fan of this franchise. For me, I want to see what's going on behind the scenes. What's coming up? What are you working on? And for a while, don't get me wrong, Sledgehammer was super good about this, and I loved it. They were super interactive and super transparent with the community about what they were working on, what they were trying to fix, what was coming up, you know, all sorts of cool updates like that. And then it just sort of stopped. And now we really don't know what the consistency is going to be like for the future and even for the present time. So it's like, is this going to happen? Are we going to get this thing that we were promised forever ago? And that's sort of segueing into my next topic. I feel like we've had a lot of false hope with this game. In a sense that we have been promised a lot of things. We were told a lot of things were going to happen, and they just haven't. Primary example here is going to be paint jobs. It was something that was announced at launch that it was going to be happening, and where are they? We're a couple months into the lifespan and it still says coming soon. We were promised that they were coming then with the Resistance event, which is over in about 9 days here. The last Resistance update is going to happen tomorrow, Tuesday, February 20th. So if we don't get paint jobs tomorrow, when are they coming? You said they were coming at launch, they didn't happen. You said they were coming with Resistance event, it's almost over and we still don't have them. Now watch, I'm going to say this and they're going to come tomorrow and then I'm just going to look like a moron. But still, you know, I feel like this false hope is really driving players away. Another thing, Dom XL, we were promised this with the Resistance event. There's no announcement regarding Dom XL coming as a playlist in the Resistance update tomorrow. We got other bonus playlists, double XP playlists, things like that. No Dom XL, which is something the community has been begging for such a long time. So it's like, where are these things that are being promised? You keep saying these things are coming, where are they? You know, you keep giving these dates and then it gets delayed and then delayed and then delayed. And so it leaves a lot of people saying, well, is it really ever going to happen? Maybe my time is better spent elsewhere where there is constant support, constant updates, a lot more community feedback is taken to heart and then implemented into the game. I don't know, I just feel like Sledgehammer's approach to supporting this game and taking this game further than what it was when it launched is questionable. I don't know if they're doing the greatest job. Now, this is obviously a little bit biased because I don't work there, you know, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. This is just my viewpoint from a Call of Duty fan. You know, I want this game to be fun, but it's very stale at this current point, and I feel like players, a lot of players are left saying, hey, what's next? What do I do now? You know, a lot of people are left high and dry if you ask me. Another thing that I think is really turning players away from this game is issues that the game has itself that shouldn't be prevalent in a game as big as Call of Duty. For instance, the massive amount of connection issues with this game. I don't know what it is, but these quote-unquote dedicated servers don't work as well as dedicated servers should. It's something that I've experienced in game time and time again with bad connection. The hit reg and the lag compensation I feel like is absurd sometimes. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's god awful. And it's not just me who I've seen experience this. I've seen clips on Twitter, on Reddit, all over the place of people experiencing huge bugs and huge issues with connection problems. Another thing is just random errors. If you guys watch my streams, you guys will know, probably 3 or 4 times a stream, I load into a match with viewers and it just randomly kicks me out and says I have a memory error. Why is this not fixed? Why has this been something that's happened for months now and it's still an issue? Like, I want to play the game, it kicks me out, I don't want to play the game anymore. I lose a lot of motivation to play the game when I'm physically not able to play the game, you know what I'm saying? Another thing, you know, there's a lot of controversy surrounding Chrome Camo, how unsatisfying it is for the grind time. It hasn't really been talked about. They mentioned for a little bit that they were considering bringing the black glitched camo that everyone likes so much into the game. We haven't heard anything else about that. No, there's a lot of things in this game that I feel like are very underwhelming or just shouldn't even exist because of how big Call of Duty is. But they do. They're still there, and it's like, why? Why is this an issue in a game that has this much support? I feel like there's a lot of different variables, excuse me, coming together to create this massive mess that players look at and see and are just like, hell to the no, and then they dip out to Fortnite or whatever else. You know, I feel like World War II has so much potential, but it's just dropping the ball right now, honestly. There's plenty of time, of course, for Sledgehammer to really step it up and revive this game, if you will, but that time is running out, you know. You're not going to revive a game 2 months before the next Call of Duty comes out. You gotta get on it, you gotta get moving, you gotta get into it right now if you want to have World War II be a successful Call of Duty for the rest of the year. I'm just saying, like, this is my 2 cents. If you guys disagree with me, feel free to let me know why in the comments section below. I'm genuinely interested in seeing if you guys have a different opinion, but I feel like a lot of the community's opinion is similar to mine in the sense that, you know, what the hell is going on with World War II right now? Like, what's up, Sledgehammer? We need some communication. We need these issues fixed. you know, we need consistency. That's my biggest thing, and that's my biggest takeaway from this. I feel like World War II is one of the most inconsistent Call of Duties ever in terms of actual gameplay issues, gameplay mechanics, and just overall support for the game. This video is almost 10 minutes long. Good lord. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your opinion on this down in the comments below, whether you agree or disagree. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about it. If you guys enjoyed and watched it all the way to the end, I love you a long time. Let me know down in the comments below if you made it to this part by leaving a comment saying bananas, and I will see you guys next time. Drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.